So I've tried a few Linux distros before, but I keep hearing PopOS is different. It's the one that just works. Today, I'm finally giving it a shot. We're going to customize this thing from scratch, new wallpaper, tweaking the taskbar, switching to dark mode, changing up the cursor and icons, installing the apps I actually use, and swapping out the browser. Basically, I want to see if PopOS lives up to the hype and if I can make it feel like home. Now, I already have the live ISO here, so right now let's install PopOS. I will select here English and then United States. Let's click here on select. For keyboard layout, I will go the same English US. And then here I will select clean install, erase everything and install a fresh copy of PopOS 24.04 LTS. Now let's click here on clean install, select clean install. I will select here this drive and now let's click here erase and install. For the full name, I will type in here tech enthusiast, choose account password. I will type in 1. The password is shorter than 8 characters. Now I will type in here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The password fails the dictionary check. It is too simplistic, systematic. 33441122 and the password fails the dictionary check, and I will also add the exclamation mark. So let's repeat this 33441122 and let's go here next. Encryption password is the same as user account password. I will not encrypt my drive here, so don't encrypt. And right now it started to partition the drive and install PopOS. And now here we have continue setting up. I will select here restart device. So right now let's type in here this password. And now we are inside PopOS. Welcome. I will click on next, get connected, Wi-Fi. Let's click on next here. Select a language, English, United States of America. Then we have keyboard layout, English as well. Time zone and location. Let's type in here London. Select here London, Europe. Let's click on next. Personalize appearance. I will skip this and then I will try to customize this PopOS so it will feel like home coming from Windows 11. And here we pretty much are. I think on the first glance, it does look okay. But now let's see if we can make it even better than Windows 11. So right now I can also see that it has this really weird resolution. So if I right click here, we can go to display settings and our resolution here is set to 1024 by 768. So let's change that to 1920 by 1080 and now it already looks much better. So right now let's try here to customize this taskbar down below. We can see that it has this dock and then here we have the launcher which opens this input field, and then if I click on this one it has the workspaces button and then all applications are also here. So right now let's try to here modify this taskbar. If I right click on it, we have only run option here. So I think we will have to go to the settings. So let's go to applications, cosmic settings. So here if we go under the desktop, I think we can go here to the dock, an optional bar for apps and applets. Now if I click on it here, we can then change the position on screen, currently set to bottom, and then show on display all displays. And then here we have the style. So I can change the gap between dock and screen edges. I can turn this off. And now it already looks much better. Extend dock to screen edges. So let's see how this is going to look like. Yeah, it does look quite nice here. Then we can also change the size here. So we can turn it to small or to the medium or even to the large. I'll put in here something in between. And then here I will also change the extend dock to the screen edges to off. So it looks like this right now. And then we can also change the opacity here. For example, we can go here to the 50. So like this. And now if I scroll here down below, we have the configuration, configure dock applets. Let's click on this. And then here we have the center segment, which is the launcher button. And then we can also remove. Then here we can also remove them and then also put them wherever you like. And then here, if I click on add applet, we can also put here, for example, user session. Let's also add this one. And then here we have already this button. So if I click on it here, we can turn off the computer from this button. Here, if I go back to the desktop, we can also change the wallpaper here. So by default, it's set to this one, but we can also go down below here and pick something else. For example, this green one does look pretty cool, and also this one does look pretty cool as well. I think I will go with this green one, and that is pretty much it for the wallpaper. If we go here to the panel, primary system bar for menus and applets, we can also change it as well. We can automatically hide it. Position on the screen, we can put it to the left if we want to, so it's right here on the left right now. But I think on top, it's the best position. And then here we also have the style. So gap between panel and screen edges. We can also turn this on and it already looks much better. And then here we have extend panel to screen edges. If I turn this off, it's only here in the middle. Now let's go here down below to see the appearance options. So we can change from dark to light themes. And then down below here, we have this style option. Currently it's set to round, but we can change this to, for example, slightly round or even square. Then we have the window management, of course, and experimental settings. So we have here system font, monospace font, and icons and toolkit theming. So we can also change here the icons. So this is very hard to do in Windows, but here we have this experimental option to change the icons and toolkit theming. So let's click on it here, and we already have here the icon themes. So let's pick, for example, here something different. We can go with Ubuntu Mono Dark, and right now hopefully the icons actually changed. So yeah, this is really cool that it has this built in already. Then now I'm also going to change the system font here from Open Sans. We can go here with this one, Ubuntu Sans. Now we can close it, and then let's also change monospace font as well. I will go with this one, Liberation Mono. And we are pretty much done here with the icon theming, this bar theming, as well as the taskbar theming. Now we also change here this font as well. We already pretty much customize it really nicely. Now let's see if this distro has this window manager. So if I put the window right here, it snaps like this. And if I put it here, it snaps like this. And if I put it to the top, it snaps like this. But on Windows, I think it still looks much better. Now here, if we go under the power and battery, we can change the power mode here to high performance. So peak performance and power usage. And then here we have the input devices. If we go here to the mouse, maybe we can also change here the cursor style, but I don't see any of the options here, but we can disable here the mouse accelerations. And then here we have the applications, so startup applications just like in Windows. And we can see here that the default web browser is Firefox. I will change that just in a second. And now let's also try to install a few of the applications. So if I go here to applications, we can go to the Cosmic Store. And right now let's try to install completely different browser here. So if we go here to the search bar, for example, let's search here for Chrome. Here we have this one, Chromium web browser. And now let's click on install. Installing Chromium web browser from FlatHub. And now let's also try to install VLC. It's right here. Let's go here and let's click on install. Let's search for Discord. It's right here on top. Let's click on install. Failed to install Discord for system. The package IDs are not valid. Now here on the explore page, we also have this made for Cosmic option. So let's click here on see all. And then here we have this really cool option called tweaks beyond the limits of your desktop. So I guess this will allow us to also customize the cursor. So let's go here and let's right now click on install. We have here color schemes, which are pretty much also available. So for example, let's try this one right here. I will go with Little Tokyo, and currently it's already installed and applied. As you can see, the colors actually changed. So I think this is pretty cool, much better than on Windows. And now here, if we go to the dock, we can also change the padding, margin, spacing, border, radius, and then animation speed as well. Now, if we go to the panel, we have here a few options. Force icon buttons in panel. Let's try this. So right now it has these icons on top. And then here, of course, we have padding and margin. If we go here to the layouts, we can change this to the Cosmic, which is currently set. Windows one. And then here, if I click on apply layout, let's see how this is going to look like. So here down below, we have the centered icons. We have this power button, on the left. And then here we also have the applications. I think it does look pretty cool. Now we can also try the Ubuntu one. So we should have here the taskbar on the left, and we do. And if I click on Mac, let's click on apply. We have this dock at the bottom, which I think looks pretty cool. But unfortunately, I don't see any options to change the cursor. So if I go to the Cosmic settings, if I go here and search for the pointer, for example, nothing actually shows up here in terms of the customizing the cursor. So if I search for the cursor, focus navigation, no, there's no settings to change the cursor look. Now let's open here the Chromium browser, but as you can see, it actually does not open. So it's definitely something wrong here. So let's go here to the Firefox web browser, and I'm going to search here how to change the cursor, PopOS 5 years ago. And here we have how do I switch between the cursors now? Do I need something like genome tweaks to change them? Yes, install the genome tweak tool. And now let's go to the new tab here and search for install genome tweaks. And here we have this command. So I will just copy it. Now let's go here to all applications. Let's search for Cosmic Terminal. And now here I'm going to paste it inside. So just like this. And let's click on enter. Sudo apt install. Do you want to continue? Let's type in here Y. And now I think it should be installed. So if we go to all applications here, we should have Office, Utilities, and then here we have tweaks for Cosmic, Vim. Then we have all other options here as well. But I don't see the options for the tweaks. If we go here to the Cosmic store, we can also look up the genome tweaks. They're right here. So if I click on open, and if I go here to the appearance, we can change here the cursor, which is currently set to the top. So let's change that to Advaita default, and it should also change. So this is pretty much PopOS. I think it does look pretty good. It has some really cool customization options, especially coming from Windows, and pretty much you can customize it however you want. You can pretty much put the taskbar on whichever side of the screen you want. And also it has this really cool snapping option, just like the Windows does. But unfortunately, some of the applications do not work. For example, I tried to install Steam. It did not install. Then I also tried to install Discord. It did not install. And then once I installed Chromium, for example, when I tried to open it, it didn't actually open. So yeah, some things work, some don't. And by the way, if you want to try out the PopOS, I will put a link for it in the video description down below. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all around in the next video.